One thing that you need to understand if you want to get seriously big is the importance of long time structures for bodybuilding. Because today, in this bodybuilding fitness community, we have a lot of dishonest people that constantly try to shrink time, saying that you can get big in 6 weeks or 3 months just by doing their transformation program. And honestly, this is a whole lot of garbage because even when I post transformation pictures or even when I post my old bulking photos, I've done that in at least 5 months, which is something that most people do not want to do because they do not want to allocate the right amount of time to grow. Also, they do not want to manage other things in life that are tearing their growth down. How does that deal to how to bulk or how to grow? If you shrink the amount of time that you have to dedicate to something, you're going to go the extreme way on other things. And that's usually where all the problems of bulking or the side effects or the spillover come into place because you only have these 2 to 3 months where you're trying to grow. So you may think, oh, it's the calories, so I gotta eat a lot. But then you figure out, hey, if I eat clean foods all the time and I just have a cheat meal on one day, I'm not going to get enough calories to grow. You start eating a lot more dirty and then you get into this zone where you're super duper fat. And basically, then you have to cut for more time and even more harshly to actually get back to baseline, which is the whole reason why all these fitness influencers and YouTubers constantly diss bulking.
You're right. But did you ever wonder about why a smart guy like you is on this earth, Rick? Smart guy, the good soul, guy shouldn't be in jail?
Don't be dissing jail. Seriously, don't fucking diss jail.
I'm not dissing jail, buddy. I'm talking about your spirituality here, okay? Come on, spirituality.
But then all these people would tell you at the same time in their videos that their dream bulks worked to a certain extent because they got a whole lot stronger and also a whole lot bigger than they were previously. There's something that works. So why it doesn't? You see the little hypocrisy in here? What doesn't make bulking work is the time you allocate to it because you are forcing an adaptation in a very short sprawl of time. And this is where the whole problem lies for the most part and into the other part, which is stress management. All these people have done their best bulks, including myself, when we had less responsibilities, maybe only one daily job, not a whole lot of businesses and supplements to promote, when we had no stable long-term relationship, no marriage, and no kids. Of course, if you have a lot more responsibilities and you're trying to shrink time, you're gonna fuck up on certain things. That's absolutely normal. But do not hate the game, hate the player, because it's not the game that is wrong. It's just you doing it wrong. If you take bulking or just a growth phase, a term that natural prep coaches always love as a long game, just like a lethargy phase of a bear in winter, then you're going to unlock the perfect way of continuously growing year after year. Because I've seen that. If you dedicate 5 months or even 6, if you want better results to just growing, you're not going to fuck up things. You're not going to rush into increasing your calories to extreme extents. You're not going to binge eat because fundamentally you are in this magical timeline. Let's put it this way, where you have enough stability because you have enough time. And so you're not going to panic. You're not going to screw things up. You're not going to spill over because, again, you have enough time at your disposal to actually do things. And this leads me to another point. Why, as bodybuilders, as people who live that are on social media, that are involved in social circles, care so much about doing things in a short time? It is because of the expectations of other people. But personally, it's my belief that you start lifting, you start bodybuilding, you start fitness, CrossFit, hell, even Hyrox, whatever, for you. not for other people. There are going to be times in your life where you can't really care about what other people think. This is where bulking always goes wrong because somebody may tell you, hey, you spilled over or you're too much fat. A guy in the gym that doesn't even lift half of what you do and looks like a twig. And so now, oh my God, I gotta get shredded for summer and I gotta do that in 3 months. Even if I can't tolerate a prep diet like a bodybuilder that is going to go on stage in 12 weeks. This is the whole problem. Seriously, these are the only 3 things that you need to be solving to unlock exponential growth. Nothing else. It's not the supplements, it's not the meds or whatever peptides are advertised these days. It's not the training style. It's just this. I'm not telling you to go on a mountain in Chechnya, abandon all your loved ones, and just do a 1.5 year bulk. But even if you look in bodybuilding history, all the guys that were the most proficient, they actually isolated themselves when they were trying to grow. Maybe they trained with other people, sure. But these guys got very fat or they just eat a lot more than a normal lifter in the gym. More than all the 3 months bulks and 6 weeks transformations that are advertised these days. They also went kind of rogue, like not socializing a lot, not staying in tune with all the community standards that we have these days. That's all you have to do. These are the 3 things. I know, it sounds crazy, but that's the answer to the question that I got asked all the time. And that every serious lifter, every coach, every athlete gets asked, which is, how did you get so big? Well, this is the way, at least for me.